Hello, magical art students. It's Queen Rainbow Freels. Welcome to my magical rainbow art castle. Yes, you know, I love to be colorful. I want to spread love and color to everybody in the whole world. And I also... Who's this? I want to take the color from you. I am the black and gray and dull, no color wolf. And I want to take your rainbow paintbrush from you. Oh my! Aren't you a little dull creature? Well, little wolf, why don't you join us for today's art lesson and we can figure out a solution? What? Join you in the Rainbow Castle? Well, of course, everyone is welcome in the Rainbow Castle. Okay, I guess I'll give it a try. Yay! So welcome to week 28, Fairy Tale Characters. Do you remember what a fairy tale is? That's right. A fairy tale is a magical story written to help us understand a moral or a lesson. Fairy tales are fictional stories full of magic and mythical characters and often take place a long time ago in an enchanting or mysterious setting. All fairy tales have three main elements, like most stories: the setting, the plot, and the characters. Today we are just going to concentrate on one element, the characters. Characters are the people, animals, or creatures in a story. Characters can think, feel, or act. Here are some examples of classic fairy tale characters. I am sure you recognized at least a few of them. I am thinking about a dragon for one of my characters. Why? Because not only are dragons cool, but I need one to protect my castle. And there are so many possibilities when it comes to creating your dragon. Here are some fantastic dragon drawings. I am going to be using my whiteboard today to come up with my dragon ideas. Then I will draw it on my paper to add more details and color. I can also use construction paper to create my dragon. Okay, I got my whiteboard marker, my whiteboard eraser ready, and I have a piece of paper and a pencil ready for after I draw it on my, after I practice on my whiteboard, I'm going to draw it on a piece of paper. Okay, the only tricky thing about the dragon I'm going to draw, well, most dragons, they're pretty big. So I want to make sure I have space to include the body, the tail, and the head. So I am going to draw it a little bit, it seems maybe a little bit small, but when you see how much room the tail takes up and the head takes up, you'll understand why. So I'm going to start with a simple shape right in the middle of my whiteboard, or the middle of your paper if you're using paper. And it's going to be a half circle. And I'm going to pretty much stick it right in the middle here. So just watch me first, okay? I'm going to make the body is like the shape of a rainbow, like an arch, with a flat bottom. And I put it in the middle because I need room for the tail, and I need room for the head, and I need room for the wings. So sometimes as artists, remember, we have to sort of think ahead. We have to plan ahead. The tail is going to start at the back end here, his back end here. It's going to be a curvy line that starts from right here on the corner. It's going to go out like this, back up, like a backwards S. If your tail curves the other way, it's totally fine, no big deal. Just showing you how to do it one way, right? I'm going to take my marker at the tip of the tail. I'm going to follow that same curvy line back to the back end here. Watch me, okay? I'm going to follow that same line back. So now we have the dragon's tail, right? We're going to do pretty much the exact same on the other side to create the dragon's neck. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take a line from right here, so not this side, we already did that, but we're going to take a line here. It's going to be a curvy line out, up and over. Watch me. Out, over, and up. Hey, what does that look like? The letter S? Yep, it surely does. If you have something that looks like a letter S, then that is super cool. Same kind of thing. I'm going to take my marker on the end of this line, follow that same curve back and around, and crash right into the other side of my dragon, just like this. He's looking very serpenty. He looks like a serpent, right? Okay, don't worry. We're gonna add lots more details to our dragon here. Now, the head, I'm gonna kind of give you one way that you can do it. This is sort of based on one of my favorite artists. His name is Ed Emberley, and he does really awesome step-by-step drawings for kids. So I'm gonna kind of follow the same idea that Ed Emberley had, and what he does is he works in a lot of shapes. So I'm going to start, the top of my head's going to basically be like a triangle. So just watch. So this is kind of where it's going to hook into. And you'll understand in just a minute. Just watch me first. A triangle back to where we started. Okay? Remember, I am going to be erasing some lines because I'm using a whiteboard marker. It's easier for me. So if you're using pencil, please make sure that you're drawing nice and light. Remember, draw light until you know it's right. Now the bottom is going to be like a long skinny half oval. Watch me, okay? So from right here on the tip of the neck, we're going to go down and back up. Okay, like a half circle, but kind of more like a half oval, right? Yes, Miss Freels, that is correct. Okay, I'm going to add some more details. I'm going to add 2 circles for the eyes, and they're going to live up here on the top of my dragon's head. And I can actually, with my fingers, can sort of like erase the lines that are in the way. And remember when we learned how to draw cartoons, we can, in order to make my dragon look fierce, we just do 2 diagonal lines right over the eyes. Press pause and rewind as much as you need. Remember that. Okay, I am going to add some teeth, some fierce, sharp teeth, as many as you want. Triangles. Triangle, 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 triangles, however many you can fit in there. I can't fit too many right now because I'm using my whiteboard marker, but when I use my pencil later, I can add a lot more details. We're just going to get the basic part of the dragon down, okay? All right, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him some little ears, but I don't really like all of these lines, how they all touch right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of clean that up a little bit there, kind of clean it up. So you see I'm kind of getting rid of unnecessary lines. So I like to use my whiteboard. So easy, I just use my finger. I didn't even use my eraser. The ears, the way that I'm going to do them is they're going to be little wiggly lines. So up, down, up. Follow that same line back, just like we did to the tail and the neck. And kind of the same on the other side. Curvy line up and back. I forgot to give him some nose holes, some nostrils. Let's do that. A little upside down U and a little upside down U are going to be great nose holes. Remember, not super easy to do this with a whiteboard marker, but we're going to do our best, and then you'll see when I copy it later with my marker and my pencil, I'll be able to add some more details. Okay, let's continue. Let's give this guy a pointy tail. Pointy tail. I'm just going to do a triangle. That's cool. Shapes, shapes, shapes. I'm going to give him some crazy little feet, and I'm just going to start off first with triangles. 1, 2 back legs. 1, 2 front legs. So shapes, shapes, shapes. Don't worry, we're going to add some more details. It'll look a little bit different than this. Let's give this little guy some wings. You can do big wings, little wings. For right now, I'm just going to start my wings with 2 lines, 2 curvy lines. 1, 2. And then I'm going to do some zigzag, zigzag, zigzag lines. Back in. Remember, feel free, if you have a different idea for your wings, absolutely try it. You do not have to do exactly the same. I like to teach you one way and then encourage you to use your imagination. Okay, let's give him some spiky spikes. What shape are spikes? They are triangles, and they're going to go all the way down the neck, up around the back, up all the way around the tail. Why not? Super cute, and somewhat fierce. Let's give him some strong claws, shall we? So my claws are going to be like, they're going to be a curved line, follow the line back into the beginning, like this. Watch. A curved line, keep your marker or keep your pencil down, and just come back following that exact same first line. You see how I did that? And however many toes you want or you can fit. Okie dokes. So I'm not quite finished yet. Almost. I like the way he looks, but he needs some fire, I think. He needs some fire, don't you think? Fire-breathing dragon seems appropriate. And before I do the fire, I am going to take my finger, or my eraser, I could. Easier with my finger. And I'm just going to erase some unnecessary lines. I don't really like this line where the body attaches to the tail. So I'm going to erase it. And I'm going to erase this line because this foot is closer to me. I don't need that line. That one's behind on the other side. I'm going to keep it. This arm is closer to me, so I don't need that line. I'm going to keep that line that separates the body from that arm because that arm is behind. And I do not want the line that connects the body to the head any longer. Okay, now he looks a little bit more fierce. I think I need to give him a couple of teeth down below. All right, fire, 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 Miss Freels, fire, fire, fire. The easiest way to make fire is, I'm going to do this kind of small, but feel free to experiment, okay? Feel free to experiment. Curvy line, and then you can get all crazy, like a curvy line down, like that. And then you can kind of go back in, back out, back in, back out, back in, until you connect to that first line. And of course, when you color it, well, yeah, the warm colors, reds, yellows, and oranges. All right, I'm just going to add a few more details to my dragon, and then I am going to copy it to paper. Does your dragon need horns? I think mine does. Okay, I did a pretty good job on my whiteboard, but now the real fun begins. Now that I've had a little chance to practice, I can kind of know what maybe I want to change the next time when I do it on my paper, what kinds of things I might want to add. Remember, I'm also going to be adding color. Today, I'm going to be using a combination of crayons and markers, so kind of mixed together, but you may use whatever coloring materials you have at home, or you can just leave it pencil. All right, and then I'm going to cut around my dragon, and you'll see what I'm going to do with it next. I'll give you a clue. Remember last week? Remember Miss Freels' castle? That's a clue. See you soon. Now, I've taught you this before, but when you cut your dragon out, or when you cut most things out, you don't have to cut right on the line. If you cut right on this black outline, it will take you so long and it can be so frustrating because oftentimes you'll cut into your art. So Miss Freels always says leave a little bit of space around your outline, around your art when you cut. It makes it a lot easier and it looks just as awesome. Watch me. Hello, art students. I sure hope you had fun creating art with me today and with my new friend. Yes, I love art. I love color. And I hope you also enjoyed meeting my rainbow dragon. See you all next time.